So let me ask Ron Paul supporters a couple of questions here. And look at Ron Paul's policies on a couple of things. When you look at Ron Paul, you say he's the Constitution's best friend and that he is great on federal spending, right? That he's going to rein it all in. And that's one of his hardcore principles. And that's one of the things that you like about Ron Paul. That's what I like about Ron Paul. He's like, shut it all down. Just shut it all down. I'm for it. But did you know that Ron Paul, since 1999, federal spending in his home district, Texas 14, has quadrupled? Now, if this is one of his hardcore principles, why has his spending quadrupled to over $4 billion? This is significant because it makes his district one of the highest per capita spenders in the nation. Let me say that again. Ron Paul, who's against pork, who's against spending, his district is one of the highest per capita spenders in the nation. And since 1999, the spending that he has earmarked has quadrupled. Now, wait a minute. How's that happening? How do you justify the consistency? Here's the problem. If somebody can justify it, if the candidate, for instance, Mitt Romney, I don't buy his health care thing, but I do buy his abortion thing because I've asked him about it. Pivot point. I don't buy his health care thing. I think he is a big government guy. But abortion, I do believe he's changed his mind. With Ron Paul, what Ron Paul will say is, well, you got to play the game. Well, wait a minute. But that's your point as a candidate. That's what that's what you're trying to sell me on, is that you don't play the game. It's time for the game to end. But that's what you're doing. You're playing the game. When it comes down to it, just like nearly every other member of Congress, he plays the game. And he plays it in such a way that is so dishonest. When a bill comes up and he knows it's going to pass, he loads it with pork and then votes against it. So he gets his money and he's able to say, I didn't vote for that bill. That is so incredibly dishonest. Or is it just playing the game? He says that's just how it's done. Well, I don't want somebody else that's more of the same. There's a lot of things that are done in this country that shouldn't be done.